Hey, g'day, Brad here. Just thought it's been a while, so I thought I'd just take you on a little tour of what's going on in the garden and around the place. Start of winter here up on the east coast of Queensland. So this first one, this is a silverbeet, or chard. Silverbeet we call it in Australia. You can see it's absolutely pumping. That's one of those blue 44-gallon drums. I don't know what they are, 205 litre. There's one sitting over there. So that's half of one, and you can see that's more than taking up that whole bed. Some of the old ginger here, still kicking. Got some of these bottles and recyclables in it. But yeah, still kicking along. The old tarragon up here on the dog kennel, I fully cut it right back. It was just out of control, and you can see it's starting to come back. These are some of my little offcuts from my tomatoes, which I'll show you later. I just took the snippets and stuck them in water. This was a little tester. So this here is pretty much gets a bit of shade of an afternoon, sun of an afternoon, but it's pretty much in the shade all day long. You see that the leaves haven't really bulked out like the ones out in the sun that get the morning sun all the way up. I'll cut up on the tree, but yeah, it's still producing. Be quiet. Come on, other way, please. Nice. So now we're in. I had to lock the dogs up here because of the building going on. So normally I had that fence over there, along there. But anyway, so this is my elephant garlic. So that was basically sort of seed garlic. This garlic here was store-bought. So I bought it and I broke it apart and put it in water. These here are my radishes. I don't know if you can make it out, but there's one at the back there somewhere that's starting to look good. Already want to eat them. The sweet potato that I hang on, let me get through. The sweet potato that I harvested. That was in another video. I think I put that one out. So this is a tomato here. See, it's going a bit funny on the leaves there. It's producing. I'm not sure if they're going to ripen too well, because we have been, well, it's been bloody freezing up here for us, for me anyway. But you people in the southern parts, will be calling me a whinger. But yeah, as you can see, the old tarragon, I think the cat's been in it. But yeah, so this is all broccoli. This whole bed here is broccoli. I didn't plan to have so many all together, but normally I sort of random scatter things around the place. I just like it like that. But anyway, I ended up with a full bed of it. I got one lonely little beetroot down in there. It was the only one that survived, and I don't think it's going to produce any roots. The ginger I transplanted in that other video has to be moved. It's getting too much shade there. The rhizomes will end up rotting. So eventually I've got a lemongrass to put in as well. And the potatoes are absolutely powering through here, these big beds here. And let me take you for a walk in. Okay, little pineapple. But yeah, I've just got this net on, and this net's just to keep the dew and any frosts off the garden, and it's worked well so far, even though it is insect net like it should be on the plants. So some of this lettuce is going to seed. We have been eating it and just been breaking it off. Now it's going to seed. it's a little bit better. But here we go, bit of rust or whatever on these. I might have to give these a little dose up. Poor lonely little zucchini, just one by itself. And then around here, sorry if you can hear me chewing, I'll finish it. Okay, now this had a lot of silver beet in it too. Put the marigolds around up this end. I just like the colour up this end. I have got a few flowers to put in amongst everything. I like to mix things up, have a bit here, a bit there of veggies and flowers. This was pretty much sacrificial garden. The cabbage moth and its little offspring, the little green caterpillars, just absolutely devastated that whole patch. There was about, I don't know, 6 or 8 plants in there that were healthy, and just almost overnight, within 3 days, they had it nearly destroyed. But as you can see, I've got lots of it starting to come back again, you know, starting to look really nice. But I have been in here every couple of days just checking. There's some of my weeds that I threw out last week. I just haven't picked them up. Lazy. Yes, very lazy. Now, this ginger down in here is just thrown in the bottom of an old pot with that succulent. I didn't even think about it, and it just started growing. Well, it's down there in the shade, and it is growing unbelievably. Whereas all my other ginger that was out in the open, I don't know if it was the cold weather, the frost that hit it or anything, but it just died back. Something fierce, but that's all perfect. Okay, I'm working my way through that garden, doing bits here and bits there. Good old lychee tree. My daughters planted these with their grandmother seeds about, I think it was about 5 years ago, I'm not sure. But yeah, from level with me, that's probably a bit over 6 foot high. So yeah, it's done well. So it's about 6 year old. It's died back and come good, died back. Here's another one. I'll get into these with a bit of milk and give them a good spray. See how they're going. No pests are attacking them, which is good. So these potatoes, these are, now I don't know what that is. It looks like a pineapple, but I don't know. So it could just be one of those funny succulents, but we'll see. There's nothing on the side of the pot, and I do not know where I got it from. So this potato here, I just threw a heap of leftover dirt and sand in it that I had the other day. It didn't need much topping up, but they're all final. I won't top them up anymore. I did a video, I don't know if it's been released or if I've even saved it, but I had this greenhouse thing here fully blow over on me, and I lost that many trays of seeds. The only ones I didn't lose was the 4 here, and 3, 5, so I didn't lose those 5. These ones here, I actually dug out of the dirt that was on the ground right there, and I repotted them. So them ones, and that one I think was the only one left in that tray. But the rest, I could do with the water actually, pretty dry. But the rest I had to redo all over again. And a magnificent full bed of rosemary. I do not know what to do with it. So I've made some little cut off sprigs, and I've planted them. They're starting to grow. It was in pretty crappy soil, sort of old waterlogged soil, and they're not doing the best. So I'd say there'd be nothing good in it. So later on, I'll come back and I'll take like a big chunk of it down to where it's sort of woody, and I'll plant the whole big piece. Might drop them in some water to get the roots first or something, and then see how they go from there. Okay, so these are these little ones that I cut. As you can see, some of these are they're just dying. The soil's just it's so rock hard, there's no aeration in it. I've just really got to get to them. It's just matter of me breaking it up. Re-amending the soil and going from there. So all of these are cuttings out of the gardens. You know, some have bloody died, but they're coming back as long as I keep the water on them. Yeah, see, this is that crap that the soil separates from the pots. But yeah, okay. Oh, and I've had other, might be wondering what the dirt is here. So I put power on into the shed. Got power points in this building area. Yeah, it's not finished. Yeah, well, thanks for sticking around and watching and liking and commenting. And I'll see you all next video. Cool, thanks. Cheers.